So I went and sold the 10-year, thinking that the 10-year would, once the stop had passed and it bounced, the 10-year would then come off. And I sold the euro. I had every worst position you can think of over that kind of stop. And my P&L went down, I think, 16 mil. Yeah, I literally started at the beginning of the screens. So at the time we only had Eurex screens. Yeah, my first day on that particular trading floor was really scary because there was these guys that were screaming, swearing, smashing desks. There was no chair for me, so I had to sit on the floor.
I mean, the grads of today expecting a chair, a couple of more screens.
Always, I was in this office banging on the door, like, I want more size, I want more size. I know this will happen, I know it, I want more size.
I know what's going to happen tomorrow morning.
I would put on big size over positions, and all the guys at the time, they were like, why did you do that? What made you do that? Why did you do that size? And after that, they just called me Braveheart. So I sold 10 lot in the Euribor, and it went down about 30 fat ticks, and that was kind of, everyone was like, what the f have you done? Like, they couldn't believe it, you know. And I got a lot of notoriety because of that, and because of that trade I could up
by the risk manager.
My size went from 10 up to 100 very quickly, and then to 500, and then to 1,000. It wasn't the real world. Even my dad, to be honest, didn't understand what I was doing. He said, why on earth are you doing this? Like, you went to university, you should have a proper job, you know, and you know, you're making £800 a month, you know, like, this is a joke.
The main reason of being a trader, you know, you mentioned the gaming part. What was the, you know, the main fuel? Just the speculative, the game side of it, the money, a combination of all of them? What was the main?
I think it was a combination. Like, you know, I think coming from nothing, I had nothing to lose. Like, I really didn't care, to be honest. I mean, I had a burning desire to do well, but I don't know why. I just didn't understand that this was possible.
You know, if you've made a lot of money, isn't it harder to reinvent yourself because you know the effort that's required?
Yeah, it was tough. As I say, I had 2 down years, 2012, 2013, 2014 flat, literally small up. And then after that I was fine. But as I say, it took me 3 years to kind of get to grips with it, reinvent what I was doing. I took up a new hobby at the time. I took up jiu-jitsu. Everything I do in life, I prepare. Everything, like every aspect of a decision, a plan, I map it out in my mind or on paper, and I have a plan for it. So I went and sold the 10-year, thinking that the 10-year would, once the stop had passed and it bounced, the 10-year would then come off. And I sold the euro. I had every worst position you can think of over that kind of stop, and my P&L went down, I think, 16 mil, and very quickly it was moving like a mil at a time, to be honest. And I remember I had the TV on, and this was, you know, this was in 2 minutes.
Did you get a cup of tea?